We're back with Doom 2 level six expansion add-on episode thing.
But can you remember what it's called?
No rest for the living.
Hooray! He's learned something.
Can I have that shotgun, please? Thank you.
Yeah, you can pick items up in the game, but any weapons, once they've spawned, or once you've picked them up in that life, you can't pick them up again.
Oh right, so what, will the weapon stay there, you just can't pick it up again?
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically we can share weapon spawns, but any items that are dropped, or any items that are picked up, so like ammo and that kind of thing, once you grab it, it's gone.
Yeah.
And the same for the shotgun and chain gun guys. When they die, they drop their weapon, but once you pick that up, it then goes as well.
Okay. Well, I just got blown up, like, instantaneously.
Ow. That's
Fine, I'll point my shotgun nowhere near him and apparently still shooting in the chest.
Shh. Don't question greatness.
Ow! As you can see,
that's what you get for questioning it.
This is just me exuding my pure skill level right now. We've been in this for 1 minute and 45 seconds and I've died twice.
To be fair, I don't think I've done much better.
Oh, please. Please.
I would come and help, but you're standing right in the way.
There we go, I got him. Took every single bullet I had, but I got him.
Did you not see the double barrel shotgun back here?
I did not, no. Oh, well, there's Sarah. Oh, I made some questionable decisions in my life.
Oh god, they're angry.
I appear to have found another one of our naked, fiery friends.
What's Steve doing in the game?
Steve?
I was just trying to think of a name off the top of my head.
As
As if we had a naked, fiery friend that just sort of hangs out with us. Like, hey, what are you guys up to? Oh, hey Steve. So you're on fire again today.
I mean, I've had several friends that have appeared in my general vicinity and their clothes appear to have just disappeared because they've decided to just take them off. But they're usually either drunk or very drunk. I mean, I've had friends appear on my doorstep in a mankini. That was just... I saw balls and the end of days.
Oh damn it, you fucking mock it up! And then took the bullet for him.
I didn't mean to.
Just trying to sneak up behind him and then shoot him point blank in the ass. And it was going to kill him, and it was going to be my crowning moment.
So what you're saying...
You ruined it!
So what you were saying is you were going to pump in his ass.
That's not what I said at all. You can play back the audio, you'll find that is not what I said.
I know, I never said what you said, but you know, you said I'm gonna unload in his ass. Well, shoot can still be construed as sexual as well. For the record, my other half chipped in. Probably can't hear it because she whispered. Either that or the two people that I'm actually playing with aren't really here. And this is just...
I would actually... You were saying about how bad you are at games, but I would be amazed if you were able to play like this in split screen on your own.
bots and shit.
Do you play bots in a split screen?
No, I mean like programming. I don't know. Smart computerness that I can't do myself. There'll probably be some way of getting around it all and like playing a game. Like people on Warcraft can multi-box like 6 different characters at once. And then they join as a party and then go into raid groups as one person controlling 6 separate characters.
That's impressive.
It's impressive, and yeah, I mean, I couldn't. Dude, I've played quite a few MMOs and I can just about handle my like one warrior on Warcraft or whatever.
I've only ever played one MMO, the greatness that is RuneScape.
Which has recently had another overhaul.
It has indeed, yes. My old man, shout out to him there, is still going strong on it. He was just telling me he's just hit level 99 attack.
I played it for like an hour when I was 17 or something, and because I didn't have much access to the internet when I was younger, so I didn't play any of those sort of things. And I literally spent the entire time I was on the game cutting down trees, found it extremely therapeutic, and then never went back to it.
Yeah, it's good to do a bit of tree cutting. Yeah, and I used to play it quite a lot when I was in college, but because it was, yeah, okay, like the membership was about, at the time I think it was about $3.20 a month, something like that. So you know, ridiculously cheap compared to World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Out like that when you accidentally pick up a rocket launcher, don't realise.
I just did that myself. Like literally, I died for the same reason.
You know, I look forward to watching this back and seeing that happen in quick succession, because obviously concentrating on my own screen, I'm not seeing what's happening on yours. So that's going to actually look really funny.
Hopefully. It might be the only funny thing we get out of this like hour and a half's worth of footage.
God, I don't know.
So do I have a firm fan base of 10 subscribers to please.
Does that count when one of them's me?
I have a firm fan base of 9 subscribers to please. Oh god, I opened many doors and made questionable decisions.
Oh, pass me on.
Oh, I unleashed hell. Literally. Don't go the way I'm running from.
Yeah, but that's fun.
I saw a button and I had to press it, and I saw another button and I had to press that. And
well, you don't press more than one at once. God, no wonder you died.
Yeah, but
Jesus, man.
I'm like a magpie when it comes to buttons. I see them and I have to press them.
I've got to pick the rocket launcher up again. Man, I never thought I'd be disappointed about that.
Okay. So I'm determined not to die for the next 34 seconds. Mostly just probably how long it's going to take me to actually figure out where the hell I am.
Place your bets now.
I would put a timer in, like on the bottom of the screen, but I have no idea how to. I'm going to press more buttons.
Well, you've pressed a button which has opened the door to the yellow key, but I don't know how to get to it.
There's another button.
Ah, right, yeah, hit it again. Perfect, got it.
Oh, right, I was going to say they're all lit up.
Right, is there another button nearby?
That one's lit up.
There we go. The yellow key.
Goddamn teamwork! And also, I think it's been at least like 34 seconds and I haven't died. I'm dead.
You had to say it, didn't you?
See, now this is one thing I'll say, like, when I'm recording my own face and like gameplay and whatever I'm doing, I don't find what I do personally. Oh shit! I fell in the hole. Funny as such, like, because it's me, and there's very few instances I think with any person where they openly find themselves funny. I think you're quite narcissistic if you find yourself funny all the time, like trying or not trying.
Oh Jesus! Who the look these lot up?
Probably me. I like to press buttons, like I said.
Yeah, sure, Paul. That's nice and easy. We like that.
But yes. So.
Hashtag blame Joey.
Charlie. What was I on about? Oh yeah, I dislike my own. Well, I don't find myself funny. I don't know if other people do. I'm pretty sure people probably laugh at me, but I mean, I don't really care. But either way, I seem to have in a lot of these videos that I've done. Well, I say a lot. I've recorded like 12 or something. But in all of them, especially the turbo dismount ones, I've noticed I'll say something expecting it to happen, or I'll jinx myself in some way, and it's just as though karma, life in its own like thing, is just gone, you want to be funny with that, don't you? And it's done it, like at that exact moment, and I've been like, okay, that's actually quite cool. Oh, good lord.
I really hope that continues to be true, and you referencing it won't actually end up with it failing horribly.
Like jinxing.
Jinxing your own jinx.
I've just jinxed my own jinx that was the thing that made something funny.
Jinxception.
A jinx within a jinx. That is not something I'd want to see. Referencing the Pokemon, that is.
Oh, I thought you were referencing the League of Legends character.
I know she's kind of cute in her own, like, extremely skinny, like, very white pastiness way. Then again, she's like batshit crazy, and that's just cool.
What's the rough age rating for this channel before I say anything about it?
Fuck. There you go.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, well, at least with like some senior girls, you sort of look at them and you're a bit worried they'll break, but with Jinx, that sort of doesn't give that impression.
Even though she literally looks like she would break if you sneezed.
Yeah, but she looks like she could. I was gonna say take it, but that's a really poor choice of words.
Yeah. Don't worry, his Twitter.
Anyway,
his Twitter thing will be in the description for anybody that wants to lay into him for calling women objects of desire or anything. Yep.
Cheers, sorry.
For the record, Simon is happily engaged.
Hashtag Gamergate 2.
Yeah.
Oh god.
No, Simon is a very, very.
I'm sure she's a lovely person, but I've never actually been able to have a conversation with her.
Yeah.
I'm probably not helping myself.
Who cares? It's funny. Oh, I found a door.
Oh, you're the one that's saying you're not caring. You're the one that. I was going to say give him vile Twitter reviews, but I don't think he has a Twitter.
Yeah, I do. Got the channel link and everything. I
Right.
have 11 followers on Twitter. I have a Twitter thing called a follower that's literally called like Let's Play Reblog. That's literally what they're called, and all they do is whenever they follow anybody that puts like hashtag Let's Play in their descriptions on Twitter.
Alright.
And then whenever you post a video up with that hashtag, they'll then retweet it to spread it to other people that are subscribed to that account.
That's cool.
So it's like a good way of spreading
Spreading the love.
reach, yeah. I keep putting that on like every single video description I've got. Please spread the love. I either sound like a hippie or just someone who wants to give people a nasty infection.
Or both.
No comment.
I was going to say hippies probably do give. No, look, I didn't grow up in the 60s, so I don't know. I'm talking proper, like, I'm talking about the 60s. You know, I would imagine in the 60s there were a lot of people that were like, of the hippie variety that probably dabbled in many things they shouldn't have. And did many things they shouldn't have. I think that's like, there's a group of people like that in every like age. Like,
It's been alright, so I've been running over there trying to shoot stuff, but the yellow door's up here.
yeah, like, I mean, in the 60s, you know, it was hippies. They were the, how can I put it? They were like almost like the chavs of today, but not. You know, they were always the ones that were associated with doing like weird things and bad things. Like you get groups of people today that you associate as being the wrong type of person. I'm getting all philosophical and serious and shit now.
Yeah, I have no idea where your train of thought is going.
My train of thought just went on. It was going towards a you shouldn't judge a book by its cover sort of thing. It was where I was going. It's like people tend to stereotype
Okay, right.
other people. I don't know where it came from all of a sudden, but it did. You know, deep. Oh shit! I have a rocket launcher. Don't shoot Simon or me.
Preferably me.
What is up there? Oh, one of those.
Yeah, hence why there's lots and lots of skulls. Because they started off with 2.
Ah.
And those
I
things,
blew
if
myself up again.
they don't have an attack other than firing those skulls out.
Alright, they just spit skulls.
Yeah. So they just keep spawning them until you kill them. If you're unlucky, when you kill them, they spit out more skulls.
That always makes me think of randomly going back to people like stereotypes and stuff like that. I always remember seeing a video. It was a new like a local news channel. I mean, obviously we're in the UK, but if anybody who's overseas watches any of this, they won't know what it is. But it's, do you remember ITN
Yes.
News? I don't even know if that's still going or whatever. But I remember watching a really cool little like, almost like a promotional video to like try and stop like stereotypical hate. Like everyone would always think that it's always been like a running thing that like what people would call a chav and a goth wouldn't get on.
Yep.
Like because they have different tastes in music and whatever, and they think because they're like that, you know, they wouldn't get on. And it was almost as though like that was ingrained into people, because you'd find there would be a divide between
Yeah, it's almost like a tribal culture.
Yeah, between those like like cultures. You know, there is clearly a divide between them. Like what I would call like chav culture or whatever you want to call them, and then you've got like goths and emos and various other different like types of stereotypes of like what people do. They're all, a lot of them are
Okay,
like,
we have just unleashed everything.
what, monsters?
Yeah.
They're like it's always almost like it's almost as though as a stereotype you're if you like a certain thing you're got to not like something else.
Yep.
But go back to this article thing, this like thing I watched. A social like experimentation group organised a paintball game, and they didn't say like that they were all geared up when the two teams met one another.
Yep.
And they started paintballing and everything, and the teams were completely random. They were taken from, it was all in the London area, but they were taken different parts of London, all different like stereotypical walks of life. They were goths, emos, like what you call chavs, and I'm trying to think of others, almost like modern day sort of like hippie sort of people that I know they're not called hippies, but like those sort of people that like the 60s culture still, like retro sort of things and stuff like that, and they were all mixed together. They weren't told anything, they were just put on two separate teams and told to play. And at the end of it all, you know, they were then told that, you know, they weren't to take their masks or anything off until they were told. And they played the paintball, they did all that, and then they stopped the paintball and they left them all, like the two separate teams were then put into like a big area and they like mingled for another hour or so, and then they told them all to like take off the masks. And when they did it, you know, and take off all the protective gear, because they were all like, the goths were dressed as goths, you know, they had like the straps and the buckles and all that sort of stuff, and like the heavy makeup, like black makeup, band t-shirts, all that sort of thing.
Heavy makeup underneath the paintball mask.
Yeah, and then you had like the sort of like the people in their like tracksuits and like brand name Burberry sort of like gear and stuff, and then you had other people that like literally like wearing like proper vintage style clothes and had like vintage style haircuts and all that sort of stuff. And they were told at the start to not say anything about like what they like to do, like their taste in music or anything like that, but just to play the game and get on with it sort of thing. And at the end of it, the number of people that turned around and said, you know, they would never have expected X to be a chav or Y to be a goth. You know, they wouldn't have thought it just by listening to them. They'd always thought that, you know, just because they were labelled as that sort of type of person, that they would act in a specific way. Then they were like, well, actually, they just act like normal people.
Yeah.
And it's always bugged me that, like, people will hate on other people just for the way they look, in that sense. Because, you know, I dress like a freak. I don't have a dress sense. I wear whatever I want to wear, which usually consists of I just found the excellent.
I think at that point that was going to be the only thing that pulled you off your train of thought there.
Yeah, I've gone rambling. We'll cut it here because that's like 19 minutes anyway.
Yeah, but
So what I'm saying is don't hate.
Basically, don't hate. I love you all, you know, and I've not taken any like psychedelic substances and whatever. I'm just.
That sounds like something somebody who's taken psychedelic substances would say, especially when pulled over.
I'm just.
No,
giving,
officer, I'm not high.
I'm just given a lot of pills to take to keep me happy. It's all good.
I'm not taking any substances apart from those ones that have been prescribed.
Hey, they're prescribed, so it's fine. Anyway, thank you for putting up with this random crap. We'll go back to the usual repeated dying and just failure in the next one. I'll link Simon's Twitter account because he doesn't have a YouTube of his own. So you can follow him, and there'll be stuff about the other things that he likes in life, like blackjack and hookers or something. I
That
don't
was
know.
a one-time thing, okay?
Okay. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching.